The president's Tulsa rally is shaping up to be a monster event. His campaign claims 1 million people have requested tickets.
20 states right now are seeing an increase in cases, including Oklahoma, which reported a record daily high for new cases, and that is where President Trump will be tomorrow night.
100,000 people expected to descend on Tulsa as COVID cases and hospitalizations climb in the state.
Oklahoma reported its highest single-day increase, 450 new cases, 120 of those in Tulsa alone.
According to Oklahoma's Department of Health, the state has begun to see an increase in cases and hospitalizations over the past 2 weeks.
These numbers really are concerning because it now means that Tulsa has the highest number of cases in the entire state. Now, all that said, when you look around and you see these people that have been camping out for days, you realize their priority isn't necessarily COVID-19, but being inside that arena when President Trump takes the stage for the first time in months, pandemic or not.
I really wanted to see this man speak. I think an awful lot of him, and I'm behind him 100%, and I'm willing to risk that.
I've talked to a number of Trump supporters here this week. One man told me he does not intend to wear a mask during the rally, but another woman said that she would out of respect for others. But the one thing we've heard from everyone is that they are not at all concerned about the spread of COVID-19 during this weekend's rally.
What about the coronavirus? We're at an all-time high for cases here in Oklahoma. Are you worried about it at all?
I'm not worried about the coronavirus any more than I am a regular flu.
I think it's all a hoax, to tell you the truth, you know. If you look at the numbers that have all been produced, it's all just fear porn going on and on and on with the numbers that they were showing us.
Local health officials pushing the president to postpone the rally.
We are in a spike, and it's not a spike like this, it's a spike like this.
I'm not going to the rally.
Tulsa Mayor G.T. Bynum, a Republican.
I think any rational person looking at any large grouping of people, which is what we've been telling Tulsans for the last several months, that you need to be concerned about, would have concerns about this weekend.
Dr. William Schaffner says arenas and stadiums are a different story.
With large numbers of people gathered together for prolonged periods of time in an enclosed space, and they're cheering and yelling, well, that's an ideal environment for COVID to spread.
Well, the CDC released some recommendations on how to assess risk. There's no such thing as zero risk, but they consider gatherings where there are a lot of people that can't be more than 6 feet apart, especially when they're coming in from outside the local area, to be the highest risk for spread of COVID-19.
But a packed indoor facility with people yelling and screaming and cheering next to each other without masks does sound like a worst case scenario for a super spreading event. Is that a fair read of the science?
No, that's not only is it a fair read, but we have evidence that that's exactly how we are getting these quote super spreader events, whether it's in a choir, in a church, at a party. We know that this is just a setup for disaster.
Over the last several days, we were hoping this lawsuit would not be necessary, that the rally, the people putting the rally on would listen to reason and understand that such a collection of people in such tight quarters would result in a super spreader event.
The Trump campaign promising temperature checks, hand sanitizer, and masks, though not requiring anyone to wear them.
Attendees must sign a waiver before entering the rally, promising that they won't sue Trump or the campaign if they contract the coronavirus.
So eager to get back on his campaign, to his campaign rallies. He'll put people at risk, as everyone's pointed out, in violation of the CDC guidelines.